reported today in The Verge. Why the NYT thinks Russia hacked Burisma, and where the evidence is still shaky. The disastrous Democratic National Committee hack in 2016 was a wake-up call for anyone worried about international chaos campaigns, and Monday night, we got a new reason to be worried about 2020. The New York Times and cybersecurity firm Area 1 broke the story of a new hack by Russian intelligence services targeting Burisma, the Ukrainian natural gas company at the center of Trump's ongoing impeachment. For months, Republican operatives have been hinting at some horrible corruption inside the company, and if Russian spies really did hack the company, it raises frightening possibilities. Some in Congress are already predicting a replay of 2016, with Representative Adam Schiff commenting, "It certainly looks like they are at it again with an eye towards helping this president." It's an alarming thought, and given Trump's refusal to acknowledge Russian hacking the last time around, there's no indication the White House would do anything to stop it. But while the report painted a terrifying picture, the evidence is less definitive than it might seem. There's strong evidence that Burisma was successfully targeted by a phishing campaign, but it's much harder to be sure who was behind the campaign. There are real suggestions that Russia's GRU intelligence service could be involved, but the evidence is mostly circumstantial, as is often the case with hacking campaigns. The result leaves the case against Russia frustratingly incomplete, and suggests we may head into the presidential campaign with more questions than answers. The bulk of Area 1's evidence is laid out in an 8-page report released in conjunction with the Times article. The core evidence is a pattern of attacks that have previously targeted the Hudson Institute and George Soros, typically using the same domain registrars and ISPs. Most damning, all three phishing campaigns used the same SSL provider and versions of the same URL, masquerading as a service called MySharePoint. As Area 1 sees it, this is the GRU playbook, and Burisma is just the latest in a long line of targets. Area 1 did not respond to repeated requests for comment. But not everyone sees that domain-based attribution as a slam dunk. When Kyle Lemke examined earlier iterations of the same pattern for Threat Connect, he came away with a more measured conclusion, assessing with only moderate confidence that the domains were involved with APT28, researchers' shorthand for Russia's GRU. "We see consistencies," Lemke told The Verge, "but in some cases those consistencies aren't consistent to a single actor. This pattern of registrations and phishing attacks really does seem to be a GRU playbook, but it's not their only playbook and they're not the only ones running it." In practical terms, that means that network operators should. For more on this story, visit the news article link.